This is supported housing. This is supported accommodation. This is supported housing. This is supported accommodation. This is supported housing. This is supported housing. We're in Manchester city centre. Just here is a site where up until a couple of weeks ago this was a tent village. Homelessness in the UK is on the rise. There's been an 8% rise over the last year. That's over 30,000 more people who haven't got a place that they can call home. So it's really a huge problem. Today we're going to take you around a number of sites. So we've got a block of flats just around the corner to see near the centre of Manchester, and then all different property types in different locations whereby we're going to be providing supported accommodation to people who need it. So we're going to see a block of 9 self-contained apartments. There will be 24/7 staff support within the building. It'll be fenced off, won't be able to be accessed by the public. Within Manchester City Council, we're aware of a number of people who are stuck in hospital or in other types of accommodation which just aren't appropriate, and they're not getting the right type of support that they need. So there's a huge demand for this type of property. We do need lots more of these type of properties in Manchester and the surrounding areas. Just near the city centre of Manchester, it's a commercial conversion, used to be a public house. Majority are 1 beds, there are some 2 beds as well, so if there is somebody with those extra needs, then there can be somebody who lives in the flat with them 24/7. There are all different types of housing that we're going to be looking at today, but this is just one element of the different types of accommodation that we provide across the spectrum of supported housing. We're now heading to Accrington. We're going to go and have a look at some projects that are in works. All of the properties that we deliver are taken back to brick and completely renovated. So internal condition really isn't the biggest problem. It's factors such as structural issues, damp, roof. We've had a property that was 10 square metres smaller than the brochure showed. So we've got to get out, physically check every single property, put forward an offer if it's suitable and we think we can make the numbers work. We've just met the agent, collected the keys for this latest acquisition. So we're going to be going back to brick, full renovation, everything brand new in here. What the property does offer us is a really good floor space. It's a really big property. All the rooms are good sizes. So this will be turned into a supported accommodation shared house for people with low tier needs. So there'll be people who could be people fleeing from domestic violence. It could be general needs homelessness, could be people recovering from addiction. There are lots of different cohorts of tenants that we support in this type of accommodation. It will be a shared setting, but all of the tenants will have a semi-self-contained living environment. So they will have their own private bedroom, their own private bathroom, and then they will share communal living area and kitchen. So I'm joined by Sam, who's a project manager who's running the house that we're sat in at the minute. Could you just tell us a little bit about the process of renovating one of these properties?
We take them all fully back to brick. That'll eradicate any future issues, like problems that we had in the past for the house. So it's a full clean slate, fresh start. If we need to put any damp course treatments in, we insulate all the external walls up to the standard compliance required now by building control. So we instruct building control officers right from the start. They come in, once we took it back to brick, they tell us what we need to do, what we don't need to do. We talk to them about the room layouts and fire escape routes.
Yep. And typically, so this is a project to deliver a 3-bedroom shared house.
3 bathrooms.
3 bedrooms with 3 bathrooms. What's the typical timeline for delivery on something like this?
So we'd usually say around 12 weeks, but we'd aim to try and deliver it in 8.
Okay. And that obviously allows you a little bit of give.
A little bit of leeway in case there's any problems arise along the way.
We're looking at a number of properties similar to the one behind us. It's a very different provision, so we're talking about specialist supported housing. There's a great need for living care, so this could be adults with learning difficulties, autism, or various other cohorts of tenants whereby there is 24/7 care within the property. As such, if you've got 3 or 4 tenants in there, you might need the same sort of level of staff with one-to-one care. So you really do need a lot of space. Bigger houses generally need to be detached because of the noise that the tenants can create. So it's a very different prospect, but still within the scope of supported accommodation. that brings to a conclusion the day's visits. Obviously we've seen everything from blocks of flats, large specially supported housing, smaller shared houses, and it just goes to show the cross section of properties that are required to support individuals who have varying needs and varying levels of support. If you've got any questions at all, please get in touch through the usual channels.